So I'm going to talk to you guys about fitment now, and this is the critical part where you got to get everything to line up and be right. So where I referenced here is where these little things go up. Right here should line up with those. That's where I ended up having to cut it. Would have been a little bit easier if I would have used a cutoff wheel to do it, or I could clean it up right now and use the cutoff wheel, but just the noise factor is a lot. And I already saw the neighbor coming outside just a little while ago and want to start problems. So anyway, older lady, she's, you know, nearing the end, I think. Got a hospice over there, so probably noise is not hammering is another thing I can't do too much. So anyway, so if you look here how I cut this, so that I can lay this right on top of that in the corner, but I can't get it to go back far enough, so I need to go back another ½ inch, and that's not acceptable. So I've got a couple reasons I think why it's not doing that. One is these are already touching here, so what I may have to do, and this is kind of like I said, I never know exactly how I'm going to do it till I start doing it. And what I may have to do is actually cut from the other side. Let's look at the other side so you can see. I'll show you the other issues that I'm finding as I'm working here. I may have to cut right here along this edge, okay, so that I can push that back all the way. This is okay to be overlapped right here. That's not going to affect anything at all. And this, I don't necessarily have to butt weld this. What I'm going to do is make a piece of sheet metal for the inside of here, get it, it'll be pretty close, and then I'll put a piece of patch metal in, and I'll have 3 layers of metal there, and that'll make it nice and strong where it'll never crack again there. And then this part where it had multiple layers, I had to figure out what was most important, which was this heavy structure here. This is a lot heavier. That's like 18 gauge steel, and the rest of this is maybe 22. Some of it's 22, some of it's 19, some of it's all different. People say, oh, Volkswagens are all 19 gauge. Well, no. It's all different thicknesses, a lot of different thicknesses going on. So see, like you can see, that's really thick. That's like 18 gauge right there. So anyway, that's how that fits in there. And I've got to get it to line up so that this lines right up with that. You know, this is where your time is. So I mean, it took me a long time to cut that out of there, so that took me several hours. I don't know how this is going to take me several hours to fix, but maybe not. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll take me longer. But I've got to get it so that it slides into place, everything lines up, and then I can weld it in. And it has to be lined up. Instead of lining, I'll actually use some sheet metal screws and put it into place, self-tapping sheet metal screws, and put it into place with that. And then check the heater channels, because everything's got to come together, have to have the stars aligned. So that's kind of how that goes, and how your fitment goes. It's the toughest part of the metalwork job is to fitment, you know, to get everything to fit so that it looks right. And that's what I'm doing right now. So, and then I'll do my overlays and my corner pieces and all that in after I get this in place, because those are actually, well, there's structural there and there's cosmetic, so got to make sure everything's done right. So, but you'd think this was really super hard, but honestly, this once I got this out of here, I went, oh, it's not gonna be that hard. The hardest part's gonna be cutting it out of the other one, and I was right. That just takes a lot of time, cutting it out of there, figuring out what's there and how the layers and all that stuff on this took a while. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.